Well, good afternoon. My name is Delanie West. I am the Master Global Educator for Repechage, and today we are going to talk all about slimming and smoothing treatments that really do help with the appearance of cellulite. So first things first, let's do a little housekeeping. We do have a chat bar so that if you do have any questions for me, please remember them, and at the end of the presentation, I'll have a little bit of time for questions and answers, okay? So I want to keep the webinar moving along for those of us who only have this specific set of minutes to share information with, and then at the end, I will be able to answer any questions that you have. Welcome from all over the world to this webinar. I totally appreciate you taking the time out of your very busy, very hot Monday. Here in Michigan, it's near 100 degrees, feels like temperature. And from what I was seeing earlier, that's pretty much all of the United States. So thank you for coming inside for a few minutes and joining our Thalassotherapy Slimming webinar. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with that. Again, any questions, make sure you remember them and we'll go over them at the end of the webinar. So really, Hollywood is the trendsetter. I mean, it really does set the standard for beauty, body image, and cellulite's no different, right? So in the whole world of newspapers and magazines and actors and movies, cellulite is one of the most undesirable things that can happen to a woman's body. Okay, so what is cellulite? Cellulite is fat or adipose tissue that builds up underneath the skin, okay? And cellulite development happens over a period of time. It doesn't just all of a sudden you have one day cellulite. It takes some time to acquire the damage to the skin surface and the structure underneath to really put that cellulite together. Okay, so healthy skin, as you can see here, very smooth epidermis. Everything is connected. All of the connective tissue is very healthy, and it's preventing the fat cells from being able to bulge upward or toward the surface of the skin. Okay, and skin with cellulite, as you can see, has that lumpy or bumpy appearance. Okay, the connective tissue has lost some of its ability to contain the fat cells, and those fat layers are bulging upward toward the surface of the epidermis, and that's what gives that dimpling effect to the surface of the skin. The anatomy of cellulite, okay? The dimpling happens in between the adipose tissue or in between the fat cells, okay? So the fat cells lay on top of the muscle, as you can see here in the graph, and the fibrous cords are between the fat cells themselves, and when those fibrous cords start to constrict, that's when you're getting that dimpling or the rippling effect at the surface of the skin. So lots of things come into play when cellulite is being formed. The circulatory system, the lymphatic system, that makes total sense. It helps to drain all of the toxins out of the body. And if it becomes, any way, shape, or form not able to do that, then the cellulite can really start to appear. Your adipocytes or your fat tissue or fat cells and your connective tissues all have to kind of work together to be able to create the appearance of the cellulite at the surface. So the circulatory and the lymphatic systems really help to control oxygenation and nutrition for every single cell in the body, aids in the digestion of food, the absorption of any nutrients in that food, and also the elimination of toxins and waste, okay? So that's where the circulatory and the lymphatic systems come into play. Your adipocytes or your fat cells are the cells that compose adipose tissue or adipocytes. Okay, there are two types of adipose tissue. The white adipose tissue is responsible for heat insulation, mechanical cushioning, and also acts as a source of energy for the body. And your brown adipose tissue is essential in heat regulation. Okay, your adipocytes are essential for energy and heat regulation, and that is for every human body. The connective tissues, okay? The subcutaneous layer consists of adipocytes and fibrous connective tissues called septae. In cellulite formulation, the subcutaneous adipocytes are pushed upwards and the septae are constricting, or they're pulling downwards, and that's what's giving you that dimpling or rippled effect at the surface. Okay, typically the areas of concern of cellulite: back of the arms, near the waist, top of the hips, anywhere in the buttocks, inner thighs, outer thighs, your stomach, anywhere obviously that you're not going to want cellulite to be is where it's going to show up. Okay, it's persistent subcutaneous fat that causes dimpling of the skin, especially in those targeted or affected areas. Different stages of cellulite. Okay, so grade 0, the skin appears smooth and there's no dimpling of the skin. Grade 1, but there's no real obvious signs of cellulite, but it can be seen when you kind of push the skin together. Grade 2, the skin starts to lose the elasticity and there is a visible dimpling while standing. And your grade 3 cellulite is clearly visible when both standing and lying down, and there is an orange peel effect to the surface of the skin. Okay, so in grade 1, the capillaries and the veins are just starting to leak blood into the surrounding tissue, which creates increased pressure and a further reduction of the circulation and a further reduction of drainage in that area. The skin may appear a little thicker, could be a little tender to the touch. You may see some mild discoloration and the development of some type of varicose or spider veins. Grade 2, the fat tissues begin to swell and push against the skin. You're starting to just see the signs of lumps and bumps and kind of an orange peel appearance to the surface of the skin when squeezed together. Grade 3, your fibrous septae begins to thicken. It starts to trap and squeeze the fat cells toward the surface of the skin. And due to an increased lack of circulation, the skin might start to feel cold to the surface, or to the touch at the surface, excuse me. So cautions and risk factors. Gender is a big thing. Cellulite affects women way more than it affects men, and we'll get into why in a few slides. Hormonal fluctuations. As women, hormones really kind of control everything that we've got going on, and those fluctuations can be the root cause or the starting root causes of your cellulite production. Genetics. Some people are just predisposed to having more cellulite than others. Dietary risks, smoking for sure, alcohol for sure, not having enough hydration in the body. And we're not talking about coffee, we're talking about actual water for hydration. And your UVA and UVB exposure really helps to beat down the elastin fibers in the skin, which really helps the formation of the cellulite. And then stress can be a big risk factor as well. So gender, let's talk about that. The exact cause of cellulite is not known, but it appears to be a result from an interaction between the dermatological layer that lies below the surface of the skin and the connective tissue just below it. Okay, more prevalent in women versus men due to the composition of the female fat cell. The female fat cells are long and oval, as you can see in the graph here, and male fat cells are shaped more like crisscrosses or more like diamond shapes, and they lay closer together, and you don't have the ability to create so much of the appearance of that cellulite when the fat cells are structured together. Okay, so men are far less likely to have cellulite than women are. Hormonal changes. Low estrogen concentration is responsible for increased vascular permeability and decreased vascular tone. That leads to microcirculation impairment, and those are important factors predisposing the development of cellulite. The effects of estrogen deficiency on the skin and the connective tissue decrease production of both type 1 and type 2 of collagen, your elastin fibers, which also helps to contribute to the appearance of cellulite. Okay, they help to regulate the storage and the distribution of fat within the female body. It plays a role in determining the size and the location of your fat cells, and it can increase vessel permeability of blood and lymph in cellulite-prone areas, allowing that fluid to leak into the surrounding tissue to create inflammation. Okay, so the hormones really can play a big part in the appearance of cellulite at the surface. Certain genes are required for cellulite development. Genetic factors linked to a person's speed of metabolism, their ethnicity, circulatory levels, the distribution of the fat layer under the skin. That's all controlled genetically. Excuse me. Your diet comes into play. People who eat too much fat or carbohydrates, too much salt, too little fiber are likely to have greater amounts of cellulite. Processed fatty foods, sausages, cheese, biscuits, cake, that's particularly bad. They're often full of additives, salts, sweeteners, which can cause toxic overload or toxin overload in the body. Excess fat, especially around your hips, your bottom, and your thighs, will make the appearance of cellulite worse. So trying to keep the weight under control and limiting the fatty foods that you eat can really aid in controlling the appearance of cellulite. Smoking damages connective tissues. I mean, we all know that smoking is awful for the skin and the structure of the skin. And it also causes a 20% decrease in the amount of blood being able to get to the surface of the skin, which makes it harder for collagen and fibroblast tissues to proliferate, okay? So by really, when you're smoking, you're basically strangling the capillary system near the surface of the skin, and all that blood, oxygen, nutrient that healthy tissue needs to reproduce is not able to get to the surface of the skin because of the smoking. Alcohol is a toxin that increases fat levels in the blood, slowing down circulation, and it adds an additional burden to your waste removal organs. The absorption of certain fat burners like your vitamin C, calcium, zinc, those are all reduced if too much alcohol is consumed in the body. Hydration, pure, clean water, okay? Or organic hydration from your fresh fruits and vegetables helps to keep toxins flushing through the system. Water is essential. It's also essential to reducing and preventing further cellulite from appearing at the surface of the skin. Think about the effects of dehydration. The skin starts to look shriveled, it gets lumpy, it starts to look very aged. This doesn't make cellulite-free body with smooth and supple skin. So really keeping hydration where you need to is really where it's at for the entire body, but cellulite in particular, because the more hydration you have, the more your circulation is working and your toxins are being flushed out of your system as well. Unprotected sun exposure. Now, we all know that this is bad news, right? UVA and UVB light really damages the skin on the surface and below the surface. Below the surface, UVA light really accelerates the breakdown of collagen and elastin at the surface of the skin. And on the surface, you're getting lots of uneven pigmentation. So unprotected sun exposure really helps to enhance the appearance of your cellulite as well. Stress, okay? The cortisol hormone really wreaks havoc all over the entire system, but really trying to keep your stress under control in all aspects of your life is a good thing, right? But stress really can take a toll on the body as well. 90% of women in Western nations have cellulite. Okay, so clients are really concerned about that right now, right? This time of year, everybody's wanting to be out, it's hot, they want to be able to wear what they want to wear. So offering them treatments that can help with the appearance of cellulite and help smooth that surface of the skin is really where you want to be as an esthetician or as a salon owner. Right now is the time of the year where clients are really concerned about their cellulite. Thalassotherapy is the usage of seaweed and seawater for therapeutic and preventative measures, okay? And utilizing repechage products, you're practicing thalassotherapy for your clients because we are seaweed-based, okay? So we're going to talk a little bit about the history of thalassotherapy. In 1869, French physician Le Baudonnière d'Archon coined the term thalassotherapy. In 1869, Rene Quinton demonstrated that human white blood cells stayed alive in seawater, but not in fresh water. And that's because the chemical composition and the pH balance of salt water is nearly identical to our own intracellular fluid or our own human plasma. That's amazing, isn't it? Seaweed is really a powerful concentration of seawater. It suffers from no deficiencies. 1 liter of seaweed contains the same concentration of elements found in 10,000 liters of seawater. Seaweed is very beneficial to the skin. It has the same constitutes both the internal environment of our system and in the same mineral makeup of seawater. So what we have going on internally is really a mirror to what's happening in seaweed and seawater. Benefits of seaweed. It stimulates osmotic exchanges, thus bringing about the elimination of excess fluids. It helps increase fat tissue breakdown. It enhances the blood flow into the skin. It helps in protecting the dermal tissue against oxidative attacks and deterioration of connective tissues. And it's the ideal ingredient to improve and restore the youthful shape of the body. Okay. Alginic acids, laminarian, both soluble and insoluble fractions. Fucoidians or polysaccharides, okay, those bring moisture into the skin. Lipids, proteins, vitamins, trace elements. We also have amino acids. Seaweed in and of itself is a perfect key ingredient for skincare. Slimming seaweeds, the essential fatty acids are needed for maintaining the barrier's integrity, and it's a natural source of vitamins known to be active in skincare. Okay, iodine stimulates the breakdown of fat tissue by activating the lipases and thus resulting in cellulite reduction and slimming. Magnesium activates numerous enzymes and increases cells' defense mechanisms. Calcium regulates several metabolic functions. It enhances growth and differentiation of the keratinocytes. And sodium and potassium help to regulate cellular exchanges. Silicon, thought to improve circulation, stimulates the release of fat into the bloodstream. It helps to restructure connective tissues and regenerate collagen and elastin fibers. Zinc is involved in protein synthesis, especially collagen and elastin synthesis, and it inhibits free radical formation. It also presents anti-inflammatory properties because inflammation is really the source of all things in the body. All pain in the body is from inflammation. The inflammation helps the appearance of cellulite to be more pronounced. So involving zinc really has phenomenal anti-inflammatory properties. Iron acts as a collagen synthesis and really is an indispensable agent for oxygen transport towards the cells and the tissues. Manganese is involved in proteoglycan synthesis. Okay? It increases cells' defense reactions through antioxidant properties, and it really helps to strengthen the structure of the skin as well. Amino acids help to provide communication between the cells. Research shows that really even relatively low increases of amino acids help to add luminosity to the surface of the skin and help to decrease pigmentation by inhibiting the adhesion of endothelin. And collagen stimulation and elastin protection can be dramatically shown on fibronectin cell cultures. All of your vitamins, your beta carotenes, okay, those are antioxidants. Biotin supports cellular growth. Folic acid helps to repair damaged DNA. Your B vitamins promote cell regeneration. Your vitamin C is a very strong antioxidant that helps to protect the body against oxidative stress, which is a major contributor to aging. Vitamin E is a natural antioxidant as well, and it's valued for its soothing and regenerating properties. And vitamin K helps to improve circulation and capillary integrity. So what are your solutions, your professional treatment solutions? We're going to talk about the peppermint seed twist. This is an Abby award-winning treatment, okay? There's no shower required for this treatment. So for those of you who are working in spa or salon that does not have a wet room, we still have a treatment that you can offer, a slimming treatment and an anti-cellulite treatment that you can offer without having to have a wet room or a shower be required. So in the kit, you get your VitaCura seaweed bath, your seaweed body cream, you get your essential oil of peppermint, you get some reusable bandages and mylar sheets, and your step-by-step educational DVD. I also want to tell you, while I'm thinking about it, that we have an educational portal now. It's called Learning with Lydia, Lydia, learningwithlydia.com. All of our educational tools are there at your fingertips. Okay, just go to the website. You don't have to sign up. You don't have to be a member. It's all there for you. Okay, the step-by-step instructional DVD reminded me that we've got that portal up and ready for you now. So please take a look at it. It's really going to be very valuable in the education and protocol and of what we do in salon. Okay, so the benefits of the Peppermint C-Twist: it's a refreshing contour, firming body treatment that combines peppermint oil with freshly harvested seaweed to stimulate, rejuvenate, and purify the skin. It helps to improve circulation, making it an ideal treatment for sore or aching muscles, or for clients who are swollen and they have lots of water retention. Okay, this treatment is phenomenal for that. The treatment ends with a seaweed body cream to invigorate and give that finishing touch or the benefit to the skin. And in a nutshell, it really helps to detoxify. It helps to improve skin's tone and texture. It also helps to improve your circulation, and it renews your all-over body balance. Okay, so step number one, you're going to combine 1 ounce of the VitaCura seaweed bath with 10 drops of essential oil of peppermint. You're going to put 2 liters of water in a hydroculator or in a crock pot or a roaster, anything that can control heat. Okay, so you're going to soak the bandages in that solution for 20 minutes at 120 degrees, okay, Fahrenheit. You're going to do that for 20 minutes prior to performing the treatment. Okay, the client, for step number 2, the client should be standing up. You're going to begin wrapping the client around the buttocks area, moving toward the breast area. And you're going to stretch the bandages to kind of create a mild compression, and you want to overlap those bandages by about 1.5 inches while you're wrapping. You want to make sure if the client is completely nude that they cover the nipple area with a 4x4 cotton, or if they're wearing a disposable bra, that's fine over that area, because the peppermint can be just a bit stimulating, okay? And you want the client, once you've got the torso wrapped, you want the client then to lie down on their back on the bed, and you're going to cover that client with mylar. Okay, before you start wrapping the leg, you're really going to start from the foot and move up toward the heart, up the thigh, okay? You're going to cover with the mylar sheet, and then you're going to do the other leg. Once the legs are wrapped and covered with mylar sheet, with the mylar, you're going to drape a sheet over the top of that to hold their body heat in. Then you're going to wrap the arms from the wrist to the shoulder on both sides, and you're going to completely cover the client with mylar sheet, then a thin cotton sheet, and cocoon them in a blanket or a thermal blanket to keep their body heat in. Okay, so after 20 minutes, you're going to unwrap the mylar sheet. You're going to begin removing the bandages from the legs, then the buttocks and the chest. And as you unwrap, make sure that you're covering the limbs with a dry sheet. Remove the mylar sheets from the table. You're going to have the client turn onto the stomach, and really what we recommend in targeted areas. So those targeted areas of concern with cellulite. So we're talking about the hips, the thighs, the back of the arms, the belly. You're really going to want to upgrade that client and apply the VitaCura Triple Action Slimming Body Cream to those areas of concern with cellulite. You're going to use your hands. You're going to employ kneading, a deep petrissage, and striking movements in those areas to help penetrate that product deeper into the skin. Then in the other areas, you're going to finish the massage with your seaweed body cream. For best results, we recommend that the peppermint sea twist is done once a week for 6 weeks. Now, you can start out with measurements if you like, if your client is really working with you as far as diet and exercise and making sure that they're getting the amount of hydration that they need. You can really kind of track what this peppermint sea twist can do for the client by measuring them both before and after each visit. The thalassotherapy seaweed body mask. Now, these are other treatments that we can offer clients in salons and spas that do have a wet room or shower facility, okay? Based on the tradition of European thalassotherapy, it's a body mask that combines mint and fresh seaweed, which is extracts of Laminaria digitata and Ascophyllum nodosum seaweeds with a very soft kaolin clay to help soften the skin, making that skin feel, making it appear more toned and firm. And the treatment is warmed and soothed all over the body. And it's also great for making, really giving lots of relaxation to sore, stiff muscles. So for those clients who like a warm treatment, you're able to do that. You can also do this treatment in a cryo or a cold presentation as well. For those clients who are always hot, you can definitely do this same treatment in the cold therapy, or you can do it for those clients who are always cold in warm therapy. Okay, so to prep the client for the detoxifying seaweed body mask, you want to exfoliate the dead skin cells, and we recommend dried brushing. Okay, utilizing the firm bristles of that brush, it helps to give the skin a very thorough exfoliation, and the pressure helps to stimulate the circulatory system, and lymphatic drainage helps to the circulation helps with the lymphatic drainage as well, which helps to eliminate the toxins out of the body. So for mechanical use, an electric rotating brush, 2 or more brushes can be utilized, or if you want to then utilize your handheld brushes, you're going to exfoliate the body as well. Okay. For granular exfoliation, you can use either the Sea Spa Glow, the pomegranate cranapple body scrub, or the honey body polish. But we really recommend the Sea Spa Glow for that slimming procedure. It has some mint in it as well as the seaweed, and that really helps to condense the tissue at the surface of the skin. Okay, so after the client showers, after their exfoliation, they come back to the bed, and you can apply the body mask, again, either warm or cold, depending on that client. You can apply the mask with your hands or with a body brush. Okay, after that is processed for about 20 minutes, wrapped in Mylar, you're going to have the client shower, and then an application of your body moisturizer, okay? Obviously, again, we recommend a little bit of an upgrade and utilizing the Triple Action Body Contour Cream in the areas of concern with cellulite, and in all of the other areas to finish with a seaweed body cream massage. Okay, so we're going to go over your professional body care now. Excuse me. So your thalassotherapy seaweed body mask, okay, it is available in 2 sizes for professional use, 32 ounce and 1 gallon. It's based on European thalassotherapy. It's an exclusive blend of EcoCert seaweeds. It hydrates, it helps to relieve stress, it invigorates sore muscles. It encourages slimming and firming and the reduction of the appearance of cellulite. And again, it can be applied warm or cold depending on that client. Okay. Your Thalasso Seaweed Bath, this comes in a 38.8 ounce pro size, and it really helps with the benefits of detoxification. It helps really increase the body's circulation. The seaweed helps with the skin's tonicity as well. What we recommend is a 20-minute soak with the seaweed bath, utilizing the peppermint sea twist, or this can be sold for clients at home as well, the ones that really love that seaweed bath. We just, again, recommend that you purchase and then you double and sell for the client. I utilize the seaweed bath. I know Lydia does as well, weekly to detoxify. I like to at least a couple, 3 times a week get in a seaweed bath. Really helps with the achy muscles and really helps to keep my skin toned the way I like it. The Sea Spa Massage, Bath, and Body Oil. 1 gallon and a 32-ounce pro sizes. It's a unique blend of herbal and citrus extracts that creates an aromatherapy body experience and provides ultimate skin smoothness. So for those clients or those estheticians or massage therapists that like more of an oil than a cream, we have an option for them as well. Our seaweed body cream, it's a hydrating cream made with vitamin C, ginkgo biloba, mineral and protein-rich seaweed that really helps to keep the moisture content of the skin where it needs to be. It helps to tone and nourish and invigorate the entire body, keeping the skin looking healthy. We do have this in a at-home care size. It's a tube. I believe it's an 8-ounce tube. Then we have a 32-ounce pump and a 1-gallon pump for pro size in the spa or salon. Your Vita Cura Triple Action Body Contouring Cream. In our retail line, it's part of the Vita Cura Anti-Aging Body Collection. For pro size, it comes in a 34-ounce and a 1-gallon. Stimulating Chinese herbs, essential oils of grapefruit, basil, 3 mints, help to leave the skin very smooth and very hydrated. It combats cellulite and reduces that orange peel appearance by up to 80%. Now that's at a 6-month target use twice a day. So if a client uses the triple action contouring cream in the areas of concern with cellulite, 6 months, you can get up to a 80% reduction of the appearance of your cellulite at the surface of the skin. And it really helps to improve all of the body contours. So this is just 56 days. And at 56 days, you get a 33% mean decrease of the appearance of that orange peel at the surface of the skin. So that kind of bumpy, lumpy appearance of the surface of the skin, even at 56 days, you're getting 33% reduction, and those numbers are spectacular. So your essential oil of peppermint can be added to professional body treatments for stimulating effects, and it's also great as a bath oil for at-home care for those clients who like that stimulation in their bath or in their shower from the peppermint. The custom blend purifying and calming essential oils. This blend is a natural essential oil of lavender, ylang-ylang, and tangerine that really helps to soothe the skin. It's excellent when mixed with your herbal massage cream for massage purposes, or the 4th layer of the 4-layer facial, that mineral layer. You can add the purifying and calming essential oils for aromatherapy benefits there. And it can also be added to seaweed body cream for aromatherapy massage and to really help soothe the achy muscles. The Vita Cura Triple Action Nutri Oil, okay? Phytoactives really is such a luxurious cream. I'd like to say that it's kind of a dry oil. As soon as you put it on, it absorbs right into the skin. It doesn't leave your skin feeling slick. You don't have to worry about like getting dressed immediately after. It's not going to leave any issues in the clothing as well. And it's a blend of exotic oils that helps to replenish the skin's natural barrier. It has beta-carotene, vitamins A and E, help provide antioxidant protection. And the linoleic acids help to diminish the look of fine lines and mean surface wrinkles. Gives a very satin finish to the surface of the skin. It's phenomenal for after waxing and after sun exposure and after exfoliation. It can be applied onto the skin to help seal moisture into the skin and soothe and calm. It can be used alone, or it can be used over the skin soothing gel during post-waxing treatment. Okay, so the Vita Cura Triple Action Nutri Oil, it comes in a professional size, and it's also part of that Vita Cura anti-aging body line that we have as well. So the Nutri Oil really has a myriad of different uses in the back bar, and we have that available for clients as well. So we have Maphora oil, carrot oil, olive fruit oils, almond oils, wheat germ, right? Sunflower seed oils, the jojoba oils, they all really help to hydrate and protect the skin. Vitamin E really helps as a natural antioxidant, and it's valued for soothing and regenerating properties. And the scent that you get with the Triple Action Nutri Oil is the essence of vanilla and rooibos or red tea. They're naturally occurring essences found in vegetable oils, okay? It's a natural antioxidant, and it's valued for soothing and regenerating properties as well. The Sea Spa Salt Glow. This offers a complete body exfoliation with Dead Sea salts, peppermint, and olive oil. It removes rough, dry skin and leaves the skin very smooth and very refreshed. This is available in our Sea Spa Body collection for at-home use for the client. And we also have it available for you back bar in a 40-ounce size or a 1-gallon professional size as well. So we have sea salt, we have mentha leaf oil, peppermint oil, spearmint oil, laminaria digitata, condus crispus, and algae. Now we're going to talk about some of the at-home selections that we have for clients to support the anti-cellulite look to the surface of the skin, what we would recommend for them for at-home use. Because it's part of our professional obligation to our clients is not only to give them phenomenal service when they're face-to-face with us, but then to provide them for what they need for upkeep or to extend the life of the treatment that you just gave them. They need to use the proper at-home products, and not offering our clients those products is really doing a disservice not only to the client, but to yourself as a professional in this industry, okay? So really recommending the at-home care is the finishing step, let's say, of the client's visit in salon. So the Sea Spa Glow, again, comes in an 8-ounce tube, the Dead Sea salts, laminaria digitata, condus crispus. We have the red algae as well. This is a natural exfoliator that helps to remove dull and dry accumulation of dead skin cells, and it really leaves your skin feeling amazing. I love this on my elbows. I love this especially on my knees and my feet. This salt really helps to give exfoliation to the surface of the skin. The Sea Spa hand cream, you should all know that this is the best hand cream ever. As soon as someone tries it, they're hooked to this hand cream. I know I am. We do have it in a 1-ounce size. We have it in a 2-ounce size. We do have it in a 16-ounce professional for you as well. And it's a very luxurious hand cream that has a shea butter base. Laminaria digitata is the seaweed that we utilize. Green teas, vitamin C, vitamin E, very antioxidant. They're really going to help keep those free radicals under control. And it's a very soft cream. It's not greasy at all. A little bit of lavender and chamomile too. Phenomenal as far as a hand cream. And with the shea butter as the base, it really lasts. Even through a couple of hand washings, you'll still feel some of that hand cream left in the skin. It's amazing. Same with the foot cream. The foot cream does have a bit of peppermint and spearmint oil to give that kind of wake up or making the feet feel refreshed. Serious spa pampering happening here. It helps to cool and soothe tired, achy feet. The tea tree leaf oil, laminaria digitata, horse chestnut. Horse chestnut is a botanical that we utilize that really helps with inflammation in the tissue, okay? So that's really going to help keep that inflammation at bay. And remember, inflammation is the root cause of just about every ailment the human body comes into contact with. So if we can keep the inflammation at bay, then you can lessen the amount of pain and lessen the amount of irritation that gets in the skin from having all of that inflammation. Your Seaweed Body Cream. It's a very hydrating cream. vitamin C, ginkgo biloba, mineral and protein-rich seaweed that helps to hold the skin's moisture. It tones and nourishes and invigorates the entire body to keep the skin looking very healthy. You have 3 different seaweeds here. We have Laminaria digitata, Ascophyllum nodosum, Fucus fasciculosus, ginkgo biloba, lactic acid for a little bit of cell rejuvenation, lavender, some orange flower, some coriander, and some thyme. Very hydrating to the surface of the skin. This is your retail size of your Nutri Oil from VitaCura. Utilized after waxing, it really does help calm and rehydrate the surface of the skin. But a lot of clients like an oil after a shower, and being that this one has such a satin finish, or that dry finish that I was talking about, this is amazing. It really helps to lock that moisture into the skin. Perfect for after sun exposure, before or after swimming, very hydrating to the surface of the skin. And utilizing this preventatively for women who are pregnant or for your expecting mothers, really having them go over those areas of concern where the stretch marks may happen 2, 3, 4 times a day with the Nutri Oil. You keep that skin hydrated, and it has less of an option to pull apart. And that's really what a stretch mark is when the skin is not as hydrated as it could be. It will stretch and stretch and stretch until it can't stretch anymore. And then it just gives a little bit of a pull. And that's what gives that stretch mark, or the appearance of that stretch mark, to the surface of the skin. So if you can keep that area hydrated, really hydrated prior to the stretch marks happening, you can put them at bay, or maybe get a few less. I've seen women go through their entire pregnancy. Now, you can't speak for everyone, right? But I personally have seen women go through pregnancy utilizing this Nutri Oil in all of their areas of concern and not having any issues with stretch marks. So really keeping that area hydrated is the way to go. Beta carotene, Mafura oil, olive fruit oil, sweet almond oil, the sunflower seed oil, the jojoba seed oil, really keeping that skin hydrated and lubricated. Triple Action Nutri-Cream. This is our version of a body butter, very dense, very rich in the skin. It smooths the skin appearance. It has just a little bit of glycolic acid for cell rejuvenation, okay? It's rich in natural fruit oils derived from the karité tree, mafura, and coconut trees that help restore the skin's moisture barrier. Again, that rooibos and vanilla essence helps to indulge the senses as well. The Triple Action Body Souffle. This is a very light whipped body emulsion. This is a very light souffle-like cream that helps to improve the skin's tone and elasticity. You can use this daily, before or after your bath, probably after your shower or bath, before you get dressed in the morning, as often as you need. This body souffle, it really just disappears very quickly. It's very light, goes right into the skin. Aloe leaf juice, Laminaria digitata, Mafura butter, coconut oil, shea butter, grapeseed oil, vitamin E, carrot seed oil. They all really hydrate, but are very light in the effects on the surface of the skin. It's not a heavy cream at all. Here's your body contouring cream. We've talked about this a few times during the professional part of the presentation, but this is your body contour cream for at-home use. It helps to reduce the appearance of cellulite. The skin appears firmer and more resilient. Lots of caffeine, lots of coenzyme A in here, along with Laminaria digitata and Endomorpha compressa. Those are the seaweeds utilized through here. This is really going to help contour and tone the surface of the skin, lessening the appearance of your cellulite. So that is our presentation. Please, if you have any questions at this time, I would like to answer them for you via the chat. I have it up and ready. So if you guys have any questions for me, now is the time. Do we have anything? I see webinar slides. I see a webinar. Okay. Nikki, here we go. Are the from Lena? Are all the products vegan? Not all of our products are vegan, but we are vegan friendly. The only thing that isn't considered vegan would be the lactic acid. So a few of our products have lactic acid, which is an acid derived from sour milk. But other than that, the products are vegan friendly. So Nikki Thomas, I have a webinar slides question and the number 4. I'm not sure what you're looking for there. Typo, okay. Thank you. Linda, what is the shelf life of the seaweed bath and the seaweed body cream? Unopened, 3 years, okay. Opened, obviously 6-8 months, but you'll use it and go through it for that purpose. What are the photo actives? In what product, Lena? That's a general question. Oh, where can you get a copy of the webinar slides? Nikki, I'm not sure if you can get a copy of these webinar slides, but I will tell you by this time tomorrow, this entire webinar will be on the Learning with Lydia, okay? Your Learning with Lydia website. This will be on, this entire presentation will be on there. So if you want to use this in presentation for teaching, you can definitely do that if you want to. Oh, it will be on the pro site. Thank you, Robert. It will be on the pro site. The recording of this webinar will be on the pro site by this time tomorrow. Okay, so you will be able to utilize it that way. Do we have any other questions? Anything? Are you guys anxious to get back outside in the nice weather? Or if it's too hot where you're at, please stay inside with the air conditioning. That's what civilized people do, right? See, are the parks, anyone? From repechage to all panelists. The arm are always, wait. CIS, the arm are all these parks safe for anyone taking chemo. Products, I'm getting something that says from repechage. It says the arm are all of these parks safe for anyone taking chemo. I'm going to have to ask you to clarify that question. And it just says from repechage to all panelists. I don't know who asked that question, but it says, is the arm, are all these parks safe for anyone? I'm going to need some clarification on that question. So whoever asked that, if you could clarify that. Are all products safe for chemo? Are all products safe for chemo patients? I'm assuming that when working with clients, oncology clients that are taking any type of chemo, whether that's radiation or IV or pill form chemo, you have to have a release from their physician to treat, okay? And that's going to be a case-by-case, client-by-client kind of explanation. I can't tell you if all of these products are safe for all chemos that are being used on patients. So your safest bet when working with oncology patients is to get a release for treatment from their oncologist, okay? Because that's going to protect them. You know that the doctor says it's okay for them to have treatment, and then it's going to protect you as well on the back end. How do you buy products? Well, you can make a phone call, which is 1-800-248-SKIN, okay, 1-800-248-SKIN, and one of our account representatives, Pilar, would be very happy to assist you in ordering products for these treatments. Any contraindications with the peppermint seed twist? Yes, Lena, there are a few contraindications for the peppermint seed twist, okay? Pregnant women, okay? It's the compression and the peppermint, because peppermint will increase the circulatory system, and you don't want to do anything with the circulatory system with pregnant women. Also, any open lesions, any kind of scapes or bruised skin, any varicose veins, okay? Those are all normal contraindications for the peppermint sea twist. People with type 1 diabetes, because typically their circulation is not great to begin with, so we don't want to add any compression to that. All of the contraindications for the peppermint sea twist will be listed on the protocol for the peppermint sea twist as well. And they are listed in the Repechage Book of Science and Protocols, which is the big blue book of all of the Repechage protocols and all of the science behind them as well. Okay, let me see. I think that I have answered all of the questions. Do we have any more questions before we all sign off? Okay, which product body scrub is good to clean your elbows and knees? All of our body scrubs will do that. My favorite happens to be the Sea Spa Dead Sea Salt, the Sea Salt Glow. That is the one I like best for my elbows, my knees, and my feet, okay? But they'll all of the scrubs, all of the exfoliators will help with that. My favorite tends to be the Salt Glow, because I like that peppermint and I like that feeling, you know, where you're getting that kind of wake up in the knees and from the knees down to the feet as well. Is the Glow products good for? Okay, so I'm being asked if the products are good for anyone with psoriasis or other skin conditions. Okay, psoriasis and other skin conditions, again, you want to make sure that you're getting an okay to treat from their physician. Those types, I'm assuming what you're asking me is like psoriasis, contact dermatitis, eczema, things like that. You really want to be very careful with that, because that skin is already in a very active state, right? So you want to do more calming type treatments for that type of skin. But again, as long as their physician says they're okay to treat, then you can treat them, okay? How many times you need to use? Ms. Sharma, I'm thinking you're asking about the body scrub. It's a continual thing, okay? These aren't products that you're going to use just once and then all of your rough skin is going to be gone. You need to use them and utilize them for upkeep, okay? So I use the scrub on my feet and my elbows and my knees probably 3 times a week, just to make sure that I'm keeping all of that dead skin from piling up on those areas, because those are areas that we get that dead skin, right? It builds up, and sometimes you can get some darkness in those areas as well. So if you keep that dead skin from accumulating, you won't get those types of conditions at the elbows and on the knees as well. You're welcome, Ms. Sharma, not a problem whatsoever. Okay, so I think that we are good to go, unless we have any more questions. I'll give you just another minute or two for questions. Okay, so again, if you have any questions about purchasing any of these body treatments, please call your account representative. They would be happy to help you. And I know that this is Lydia's birthday week, and in celebration of that, we are offering 20% off any products that you purchase with free shipping. So if you're going to put an order through, this week would be the week to do it. Lydia is very generous during her birthday week, and giving that type of an incentive to our clients. Happens every year. And happy birthday, Lydia, if you're watching. Happy birthday, right? Everybody wish Lydia a happy birthday. And please feel free to call your account executive at 800-248-SKIN, and they will answer any questions or help you with any order that you may need. Thank you so much for spending this hour with me today. I totally appreciate it. And summertime is in full effect now, so please go out and enjoy the rest of your day. And I will see you next month. I believe that it's August 3rd, but we'll have Robert send out another email blast with the next webinar. And what we're going to talk about is all about the eyes and how to really get rid of some of that irritation around the eyes, the fine lines, the mean surface wrinkles, we're going to give you a professional solution for that. So Robert will definitely, Robert says, oh, we got a new, Robert gave me an idea. Okay, so we are also offering the Seaweed body treatment for $30 off. Okay, so that is a phenomenal gift that Lydia is giving as well. She's very happy this week. So please take advantage of all of that. And if you have any questions whatsoever, please connect with us any way you can. And please visit that learningwithlydia.com for all of your protocol needs, for all of your education needs. The team has worked so hard getting that put together, and it really is a vital piece of, or a vital tool for you to use for protocols and education. So thank you so much. I will see you same time next month, and we will talk all about the eyes. Have a great day, everyone.